Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Mahendra Daninananda. I'm from A class. Now I will explain about the phonological rules, assimilation and insertion. And the first, I will explain you about what is phonological rules. Phonological rules are part of communication through language, whether spoken or written. And knowing what they are or what they exist can help us better understand in our world. Underst- Understanding phonological rules is considered an important aspect in teaching English or even working with people who have speech problem. Uh, in order to understand the purpose of phonological rules, we need to understand what a phoneme is. I think all of you watch this video have known about the phonemes, and according to the traditional phonological theories, a phoneme is a minimal unit in the sound system of language. So it can be concluded that phonological rules are the rules, whether written or spoken, that control how sounds change during vocal communication. Uh, in the phonological rules, there are consists of seven uh, types. The first is assimilation, the second dissimulation, the third insertion, the fourth deletion, the fifth metathesis, the sixth strengthening, and the seventh is weakening. But now we'll focus to assimilation and insertion, and now I will begin it by explaining the assimilation. Assimilation is a phonological process in which a sound changes to resemble a nearby sound and can occur both forward and backward. Uh, there are three manner of assimilation. The first is progressive assimilation, or the first manner of assimilation is also known as preservative assimilation, because when the features of a phoneme are modified by the features of phoneme immediately before it. In other words, the conditioned sound is preceded by the assimilated sounds. For examples, like in the sentence, "What is the time?" So we can say that, "What's the time?" Another example is, "The shop is open," and we can say it, "The shop's open." And the next is regressive assimilation. Regressive assimilation is the opposite of progressive, and it can be called anticipatory, or it can be defined as the change in phoneme characteristic due to influence of a sounds occurring later in the word. Uh, for examples like the sound "and" become "ang" under the influence of voiceless velar plosive "k." This occur in words such as thank, think, bank. So we change the "n" and "k" become "ang." This show the change in the bank and thing and thank shows the change from "n" to "ng" because of the anticipatory articulation of "k," which indeed precedes "n." And the next is coalitions assimilations. These assimilations which occurs when there is a fusion. So this assimilation process cause sounds to change by merging two contiguous phonemes into another phonemes different from the two coalesced sounds. For examples, like in the when a morpheme final alveolar flusive or fricative th, d, or sh, z is followed by y. So, palato alveolar 3 fricative result mostly when the segment is followed by the suffix ian. The example is television. In the interaction between S and E that occurs while turning the verb to noun form. The result is Z, television. Television. Okay, now I will explain you the forms of assimilation. There are two forms of assimilation. The first is a full assimilation, or is also known as a complete assimilation, or a sounds may change and become like another. So what is meant by complete assimilation is that a sound is totally affected by neighboring sound, in which both sounds become one or become identical. For example, the phrase of that please become that please, that please. The t, the consonant in the word of that become p. So we say it not we say it that please, not that please. And the second is partial assimilation. Partial assimilation doesn't always occurs completely like a full assimilation. Sometimes sound partially assimilated with surrounding sounds that influence sounds acquires some properties from other sounds. In other words, partial assimilation involves just one feature of a segment. So the example is the phrase 10 bikes is pronounced is 10 bikes, or 10 bikes, 10 bikes, or 10 bikes in colloquial. So it becomes or 10 bikes, 10 bikes. Okay, let's move into the third is the types of assimilation. In the types of assimilation, there are three types of assimilation. The first is assimilation of place. This assimilation is when a sound changes in a place articulation to another place. It is this change of the change of the place depend on the place of articulation of the neighboring sounds. For examples like that car, and that man become that man. And the next is assimilation of manner. Assimilation of manner is like assimilation of place. Refers to the two neighboring sounds becoming similar in their manner of articulation, but it is quite different because it is usually heard in a very rapid speech, and this happens in coalitions when in connected speech two adjacent sounds are merged to form a new sounds. For examples like the word the phrase that side become that side, and good night become good night. And the last is assimilation of voice. Assimilation of voice is when two consonants are in the code. They have to agree in voicing either voiced or voiceless. In other words, in a cluster of two consonants differing in voicing, the second consonant has to agree in voicing with the preceding. For example, in the assimilation of there are two kind of assimilation of voice. The first is assimilation of voice across morpheme boundaries and assimilation of voice across word boundaries. And the last, we move to insertion, or the last material. Insertion is a Insertion is a phonological process in which a sound is added to a word. So, for example, a voiceless stop insertion, where between a nasal consonant and voiceless fricative. Um, a voiceless stop with the same place of articulation as the nasal consonant is inserted. In English, many people say hamster instead of hamster, so we add a p in the middle of the word. So I think that's all my explanation about the phonological rules in assimilation and insertion. I hope you understand what my explanation, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.